You guys totally turned the mic off on me.
See a red light.
That's a party foul. How's it going, everybody? That's great. I'm excited for you because I am hilarious. So my name is James Oneil. I typically refer to myself as a college graduate. Yeah, I graduated from college. Thank you. I graduated from community college. So it's kind of the same thing, it just means I'm a low achiever, which is okay. But I'm 26, and I'm at that age that when I went to college after high school, I thought the guy at 26 was kind of weird. You know, now I'm that guy. You know, but I'm here now, so it's like I'm in a classroom with a bunch of 19, 20-year-olds, and I'm like, yeah, I'm 26. And yes, I'll buy you alcohol. So far, going back to school has taught me a lot about myself. Like in between classes, I would go to the bathroom just to fart. It turns out I'm creepy. So the one thing I like about this place a lot is that you guys have condoms in the bathroom, which is kind of cool. You know, they're not my particular brand, but I'll wear them to class anyway. You know, and if it's cold outside, I'll just pretend it's a dick scarf. One of the differences that I don't like about this place and going to Chemeketa is that it's so much harder. It's so much more difficult than I was at Chemeketa. Like at Chemeketa, I could dick around all the time and do minimal homework and get decent grades. But like here at Western, I actually had a history professor come to me after class. And he said, James, I think you have a learning disability. Because I was doing so shitty in his class. My first response was like, oh shit. You know, but then I was like, well fuck it, I'll run with this. I will let him think that I'm retarded. That way on my next papers he'll just be like, oh. So I got a Snuggie for Christmas.
Yeah!
You guys are way too excited about the Snuggie. It's hilarious. Like I thought it was a joke, you know? But it turns out that I love it. And now I'm just trying to figure out ways to wear it in public without making it creepy. Like the first idea I had was I'll get a belt and accessorize. And then I was like, oh, never mind. Maybe I'll get 2 of them. And I'll wear them front to back and look like a wizard. And then I could go around town and kick little kids and say things like, you shall not pass. Or on those days where I'm feeling extra brave, I'll carry a stick and like point at ugly bald people and say things like, Expelliarmus. That's a different incantation, which does not equal the same effect that I'm trying to go with warding off ugly bald people. I don't know if you're aware of that. He's not a Dementor, he's obviously not Gord. And he's potentially probably really fucking ugly. Because I'm a nice guy, I do that to a good looking guy like you. That's the end of the Snuggie joke. It usually ends like that, which is kind of weird. But you know, going through college, like, you guys experiment with stuff? Like, I thought like I would get a tattoo, but I didn't want to get anything weird. You know, because you guys hear about that guy that got glasses tattooed on his face? You should Google that shit because he is a fucking idiot. And I think in about 5 years he's going to be really pissed off because those frames aren't going to be in style anymore. So I got married last year.
Woo!
Yes, thank you. I still wish that my wife showed that much excitement when I said things like that. But so far it's been really easy and it's been a lot of fun. But I think it's because I let her wear the pants. Not because I wanted to. I grew out of them. But I have a feeling it was my fault because I picked skinny jeans. You know, because I couldn't help myself. They're so stylish. But, you know, my wife and I, we got a dog together after we got married. And she lets us sleep in the bed with us, which is cool because it's like a little space heater. But like, have you ever been, you know, asleep and you're in pain and you're scared and you think you're dying and then you realize it's just the dog kicking you in the balls? It's horrible. My wife and I also got a house together, which was nice. But like, I had a storage for 4 years that I had to load into that house. You know, and I learned a lot from my storage. I learned a lot about myself from that storage. Like, I learned I had a lot of Ninja Turtles. And the entire comic book card collection of G.I. Joe cards. And 2 boxes of unused condoms. Which is a great place to keep condoms. Very far away from my penis. So my wife and I thought we'd keep it fun by having a date night, you know, which I thought was a good idea. But like, afterwards, I thought it was really awkward that she's the only one that got laid. Oh, it was embarrassing. So needless to say, I guess my relationship has had rough patches in it, you know, just like any relationship. And like one instance, I was getting into bed, and I was doing that half bend over thing where everything's just kind of hanging forward, and my wife said to me, "Babe, you're getting fat." I know. I thought I was going to let it slide because she said it cute, but I had to fucking hit her. And now when we go to divorce court, I just hope we get one of those like black ladies that likes chubby white guys like me, and I'm like, "Your Honor, she called me fat." And she'll be like, "What?" Hit her again. Like, I know we've only been married a year, but I'm already starting to worry, like when we turn 40, we have to start doing random shit to get turned on that we wouldn't normally do, like role playing, you know. But I could just see myself at the bar with a friend of mine, and I'd be like, "Hey, you see that drunk girl over there?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'm gonna take her home." And he's like, "Isn't that your wife?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she'll walk over and say something kinky like, "Hey, have you ever been with a black chick?" And then I'll be scared. And she'll be disappointed. And then we'll have another date night. So I met a woman with man hands. She had really big hands. And like, I was thinking to myself, when she goes out to dinner, does she have to watch what she eats because it'll go straight to her hands? So I decided that I'm going to donate my sperm to science. Yeah. Because I have this strange feeling that 6-foot-tall leprechaun-looking motherfuckers is probably going to be in style soon. So I had a friend of mine tell me his senior year in high school, a gay guy asked him to prom. And I thought that was really cool, you know, because I'm a progressive thinking guy. And like I asked him, I was like, "Did you turn him down?" And he said, "Yes." And I was baffled by that. I was like, "Dude, you could have got so much head." You're welcome. So I don't have any kids yet, but I've got nieces and nephews. And I slowly learned that I fucking hate kids. got this one 7-year-old nephew that gets on my nerves constantly. And like, I think I'm running out of ways to punish him. You know, I've got the standards like no video games, no desserts, you know, but those don't work. He was getting on my nerves one time and I said to him, "You just lost your back privileges." He didn't take that too well. He shit his pants. And now he lives with me, which is kind of weird. You know, but he's a cute kid. The other night he came up to me, you know, in the morning. He's like, "James, I had a scary dream. Like I had a zombie dream. I couldn't fall back to sleep. I was so scared." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, buddy." You know. And he said, "Uncle James, can you tell me a scary story or a scary nightmare that you had?" And I was like, "Yeah. The craziest thing. I had a dream I was a Republican." It was so scary. So like I am basically 2 shades away from being a complete ginger, which means that the sun fucking hates me. And like I've got this beautiful wife that loves getting tans during the summer. She likes to get nice and bronzed. She's always like, "Hey babe, let's go swimming." And I'm like, "No." We have a bathtub. But we always seem to get roped into taking our niece and nephew swimming. And like, I'm not one of those guys that gives a shit what people think when I take my shirt off in public. But like, for some reason, these kids will point out other fat people as if I'm feeling alone or some shit. Like, I'll just be floating along and all of a sudden you hear, "James! James! There's another one!" So I'm not a father yet, like I've told you guys, but like for some reason I feel like if I was, I'd probably be a really paranoid father because I think I would probably try to sell my kids. Yeah, it's weird. But like I can just imagine myself on the side of the road in a trench coat, you know, and I'll be like, "How would you like to buy an adorable ginger child? You can play hide and seek in an all-white room." And he has no soul. So I'm a big sports fan. I like sports a lot. And like my favorite game to play is golf. I'm a big golfer. On the WOU. But like, I guess what I'm trying to do is raise my socioeconomic mobility by playing a sport that rich white people play. You guys ever taken a shit so big you're hungry again? I think that's what I was getting at. But like, my least favorite sport to watch on TV is NASCAR. Like, I think it's really boring, you know. I think driving 500 miles around a loop is just redundant, you know. I think to make it, you know, NASCAR a little exciting, like if I was a NASCAR driver, I would expect extra incentives, like a nap, or a roadhead. That would make NASCAR super exciting. But like my most favorite sport to watch on TV with my eyes closed is women's tennis. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I was trying to watch porn and all I could see is a blurry screen. So all I hear is, "Oh! Oh!" And I'm like, "Holy shit, I have a boner." Anyways, thank you very much.